of you guys care about? Yourselves. You don't care whether Appa is okay or not.
Let me place you into a situation. Your entire support system, your family, friends, teachers, and peers have all been killed. Your culture erased. You and your partner, an animal that's only found in your culture, are the last remnants of your people. You and your partner have spent nearly your whole lives together. Now it is the last thing that ties you to your lost culture, your family. And then your partner gets taken away, right under you. Had you been warned, you could have stopped it. But due to the circumstances, you couldn't. How would you react? The desert is one of the most vital episodes in Avatar relating to character, and the final scene of the desert is one of my favorite and most compelling moments in Avatar: The Last Airbender. The episode begins with the ramifications of the previous episode, the library, where Toph had to sacrifice Appa in order for the gang to survive the collapsing library. So the episode opens with Aang lashing out at Toph, making outlandish statements like,
"You just didn't care! You never liked Appa, you wanted him gone! That's all any of you guys care about, yourselves! You don't care whether Appa is okay or not!"
It's interesting that they decided to enter with this line because as the episode moves forward, Aang's frustration towards this matter increases with each scene. Every time we see him, it's like the reality of the matter begins to sink in more each time. Following this, Sokka drinks cactus juice, a clear hallucinogen that eliminates his cunning intellect and ability to get them out of most situations. Sokka's main strength, his mind, being eliminated makes him almost useless. Because of the unstable terrain of the desert, Toph is also rendered almost useless, because she's now having major difficulties using her seismic sense to see and to use her earthbending. Aang as well was rendered inept because of his anger. The entire episode for him was spent looking for Appa or being upset at the situation, which obscured his judgment. His usual positive, encouraging demeanor was completely changed, and this is highlighted when Aang lashes out at Katara for a very minor issue, after she asks him to bend the water in the clouds.
Wow, there's hardly any in here.
I'm sorry, okay? It's a desert cloud, I did all I could. What's anyone else doing? What are you doing?
Trying to keep everyone together.
In this episode, Katara is a true paragon of fortitude, mental and physical. When she says they should rest, each of them fall over, but Katara is still standing, showing us that she would be able to continue. And when she bent the water from her pouch to each of them, she was never shown drinking any herself. Also, when the gang loses hope in trying to escape the desert, Katara was the one suggesting ideas. Whether it was bending the water from the cloud, following the stars using the map that Sokka got from the library, or using the sandbender boat to sail across the desert. Katara in this episode embodies spirit. Without her strength and her unwavering hope, they would have died in that desert. To continue, when they meet the sandbenders who stole Appa, Aang's rage grows at the idea that they put a muzzle on him. Once more, I will repeat what was stated at the beginning of this video. Appa was the one remaining thing that connected Aang to his culture, the one thread that tied Aang to his people, his partner that lived through the iceberg with him. Appa is Aang's only family left. With that thread cut, Aang's reaction is so human. When Aang enters the Avatar state, in this mindset of vengeance, ready to release all of the fury inside of him, Katara doesn't yell out his name. She doesn't try to calm him down, but instead she grabs his hand. And this is interesting to me because while Sokka took Toph and ran, Katara stayed and held his hand. She gave him a hug. Katara is compassion. And even as Aang's fearsome Avatar state looked back at her, the simple expression on her face would tell the young Airbender that everything would be okay, that anger was not the solution. And Aang would finally calm down, and as his fury turned to tears, he fell into Katara's arms. And this is the moment that really hit me. I put myself into Aang's perspective. He was the Avatar, the bridge between both worlds, master of the elements. And with all this great power, he was unable to do anything for Appa. For the second time in his life, Aang would feel helpless. First, when he wasn't able to save Gyatso and the rest of the air nomads. And now he lost his friend. And this moment alone makes the desert episode such an important and powerful one.